China bans effeminate men from TV. Yuri was right. Really? I mean, really? What did you do to yourself? So, as Yuri said, Yuri Bezmianov, once the process of demoralization of society by the Communist Party is complete, all the useful idiots, right? All the New Agers, all the LGBTers, BLMers, all the wackadoos out there, the boot is gonna come down on their necks and get rid of them, right? You're either gonna change and adapt peacefully, or they're gonna forcefully get rid of you, okay? So all of you pushing the degeneracy, right? All kinds of sexual, moral degeneracy, okay? Once the communist takeover is complete, you're fucked, okay? I was talking or listening to someone on some podcast, and they were saying that in Canada, if you identify as a woman, as a man, right? You identify as a woman, but you committed a crime and you're about to get sent to prison, you're going to get sent to a women's prison. You know, that Canada, I mean, the type of insanity going on over there, that's not going to last very long, because it can't. That's going to completely and utterly destroy your society once they're completely demoralized. And look, this is the goal, in my opinion, right? Just as they're doing with, all these contrary reports about, be it masks or the stabbies, whatever it may be, right? When they're good, then they're not good. They work, then they don't work, then they work again. What that is also a way of demoralizing you. So you don't know what's right or what's wrong, right? Literally, it's demoralizing you. The whole idea of boys being able to be girls and girls being able to be boys, and anyone can identify as a giraffe if they want to, right? That is designed to destroy identity. And once you don't know who you are, you have no clue who you are, and this process has been going on for decades. I could go on another tangent if you want me to. I was not like you have a choice, do you? I was again listening. This time I was on a podcast, and some guys on there were talking about how they can't wait for the workday to go by, right? And I remember way back in the day having this or that job, and at certain points in my life having felt that way about all those jobs that I eventually quit. There were times when you were at work thinking to yourself, you're just wanting the day to go by, right? These days, when I'm working and the day ends, it gets dark and I can't work anymore, I'm disappointed. I want the day to continue, right? Because I found something that I really want to do, and I'm doing it right now, right? It brings me joy because this is me. This is who I am, right? This is who we are. So people who are at work toiling away and they can't wait to leave, right? You have no clue who you are. Why are you doing things you hate, right? Because you don't know what you love, what you enjoy doing. At least to some degree, right? And just like chilling out, you know what I mean? Or like, yeah, it's cool and all, but it doesn't really bring me joy. I want to be here doing what I want to do. You know what I mean? Vacation is just like, it's boring to me right now. I don't have time for it. I'm not interested in that sort of stuff, right? I don't want to go on vacation because what I do brings me joy, right? Not joy, it brings meaning to my life. Okay, we're so fucking brainwashed to just say, to define everything as happiness. No. Meaning, fulfillment. Not exactly the same. Anyway, so once you demoralize people, right? They don't know what's up and down, what's left, what's right, what's wrong. They don't know who they are, right? You could literally tell them who and what they are, right? You could brainwash them with anything and they'll just accept it because they have no identity. They need someone to tell them who they are, right? So they destroy identity, demoralize people, and then once they're able to get you to accept all these different rules, means of control, be it cell phones, 5G, military in your streets, once they get you to accept the control grid, right? And you're going to accept it because all they have to do is say, it's for your own good. Listen to Big Daddy because you don't know who you are. Here's a cartoon explaining spike proteins, okay? Something we've never actually seen happening. But here's a cartoon, little kiddies, that will explain everything to you because Big Daddy says so, right? And people just gobble this shit up because they don't know who they are. They don't know anything. So it's really easy to tell them who they are and what is, right? They have no clue. Like, we were on a boxing, or I was listening to a boxing panel, and one of the guys was complaining and berating other people, saying that, oh, you only support these fighters because they look like you, right? And then literally 10 minutes later, he asks the question, what's wrong with identity politics, right? Like the person has no clue who they are. They talk about identity a lot, right? But they can't put two and two together. Completely incoherent, right? Dumb. No idea. They has no morality, right? Whatever's clever, that's what goes at the moment, in the moment, no matter how much self-refuting, contradictory, and incoherent that might make me, right? If you have no integrity, right, you're not whole. There are parts of you, if you will, missing. You're not an integral, right, well put together, wholly, WH, or just H, person. So once they destroy identity, they could tell you who you are. They could get you to accept all these things as true because you're demoralized. You don't know what is. You don't even know yourself, right? And then, just like the Chinese Communist Party, they're going to give you morality. State morality. And you're going to accept it because, well, you don't know what's up, what's down, what's right or what's wrong. And because this will, in many ways, respond to the internal compass that you do have, right? You'll finally realize, and I know a lot of you already know this, but you'll finally realize that men acting like women, it's just wrong. It's immoral, right? It's incorrect. And all these other things that come with that, packaged with all that, right? Things I can't say because they'll take my video down. Right? All of that is immoral. So once the government apparatus comes in and tells you, not only are you just brainwashed and you don't know what's right or what's wrong, but they will bring back, to a degree, morality, right? Well, first of all, you rejected God, right? Society at large will have rejected God, so then they'll accept some kind of other central authority as God, right? And that God will come with prepackaged morality, which will resonate with your internal compass, right? So it'll seem familiar, it'll seem correct, it'll seem normal. And you right now even you have all these so-called conservatives saying that I prefer the Communist Chinese Party, right? Because it's resonating. The morality that comes with that certain section of it resonates with them, right? It resonates with them to a point, but tacked on to that is going to be loss of freedom. You will no longer have your natural human rights will no longer be respected. But people will accept it again because they will be so demoralized once they finally see a godlike figure after God has been killed in their minds that comes with that same kind of morality to a degree. They'll accept that, but then they'll also on top of that get sold, you know, all these things that are immoral at the same time and wrong. And maybe on some level people will have realized that, oh, because we've been so bad, this is the punishment we deserve, right? We deserve to have our freedoms taken away because, well, we are children. We cannot take care of ourselves. We've lost touch with morality. We need a daddy to basically spank us and re-educate us, right? So it's action, reaction, solution, basically, right? So all of you creeps out there, weirdos, demoralized POSs, pushing degeneracy, you fucking your own damn selves, fools. You really are. And the rest of us on top of it. So don't you ever come over here, because that'll be the day I feed you to my pigs. Okay? I guess that's my video. Hopefully it stays up. Yay, China. Let's go, Communist Party. Fuck.